Hello student. Today I am going to explain chapter 3rd of class 8 English literature. If. If the poem If has been written by Joseph Rudyard Kipling. First of all, I will tell you about the poet, then I will tell you about the poem. So let's start with the introduction about the poet Joseph Rudyard Kipling. He was an English journalist. He was not only English journalist, he was also short story writer, poet and novelist. He was born in India, which inspired much of his work. Kipling's works of fiction, including The Jungle Book, Kim, and many short stories, including The Man Who Would Be King. Now I am going to tell you about the poem. If. The poem If was first published in 1910. It is somewhat ironic that Kipling wrote a poem about what it takes to be a virtuous man. Kipling himself spent a lot of time in British India. Kipling wrote the poem after he was inspired by the accent of Leander Starr Jameson. Rudyard Kipling separates his poem into 4 stanzas of equal length. Each stanza contains 8 lines. Each stanza has a set of rhyme scheme of A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D. With the exception of the first stanza, which has the following rhyme scheme: A means 4A, then B, C, B, C. In terms of meter, the poem is written in iambic pentameter with 5 feet consisting of a straight, then an unstraight syllable. The speaker of the poem, presumably Kipling, keeps a positive and upbeat tone throughout the work, informing the reader what he or she need to do in order to be a successful person in life. Kipling makes this a very personal poem. By his use of the pronoun you, in fact, one could even interpret that the poem is Kipling talking to himself or giving himself a pep talk. So let's start the explanation of the first stanza. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing their and blaming it on you. Now explanation. To be a good human being and to succeed in life, we should keep calm. When other people are around us are losing their cool, we should not lose our temperament, even if others are blaming us for their fault. Losing the temper does not solve a problem, rather intensifies that. Keeping the head cool makes us think wisely. To face those tough situations, and ultimately a solution comes out. Now look at the next line. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. Allowance. Allowance means acceptance. Now explanation of these lines. We should have a faith in ourselves even when others doubt us. But after that, we should give some importance of their doubt too and try to find out what may be the reason for their suspicions. After all, to err is human. So by keeping faith in ourselves, we make sure that we don't get demoralized or disheartened. And by allowing others doubt a little space of thought, we ensure that we are not doing something wrong knowingly or unknowingly. We should not get tired by waiting. There are a number of real life examples where people missed big opportunities only by losing their patience. Moreover, there goes a number of proverbs. Hurry will bury you. Haste makes waste. Patience pays off. So, it is quite understandable why the poet makes a point for patience here. People may lie about us to others, but we should not indulge ourselves in lies. In other words, we should always remain truthful. If we are misled or tempted to lie, people would ultimately discover the truth and don't believe us anymore. That's why it's important to speak the truth even if that hurts us. Now next line. Or being hated, don't give way to hating. It means people may show their hatred towards us, yet we should not hate them. We should show our love and respect to others. No man or woman is perfect in this world. Everyone has his strengths and weaknesses. We have to accept that and respect them for the good qualities in them. Now next line. And yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. Now explanation of the poem of the line. Explanation of the line. This line. We should not show us as too good a person or talk too wisely with common people, even after possessing such qualities. Having acquired all these good qualities mentioned above, people generally feel proud and tend to show off how good they are. But the poet warns us not to go that way. In that case, others would feel uncomfortable in our company and avoid us. Even others may try to prove us wrong at any cost, leading to an unhealthy competition. Now I will tell you the rhyming scheme of this stanza. Read the last word of each line of this stanza and make the rhyming scheme. The first word, first line's last word is you, so just A. Rhyming scheme is A. Second line also the last word you, so according to the similar sound word, we will make the rhyming scheme again A. Then U. Third line also the similar sound word U. So then again A. Then 2. It is also similar sound word. So again this rhyming scheme also A. Now the fourth line, waiting. Waiting means, so this is the separate sound, similar sound. Now not the similar sound, is the separate sound. So we will give the B. So B. Waiting, lies. Lies we will give the C. And hating. It is this hating. The sound of hating will be similar to the waiting. So we will again give the B. Rhyme scheme B. And the Y. Y is similar sound of the lie. Then again we will give the C. So in that way, just the rhyming scheme of this stanza is A, B, C, B, C.